Good morning. This is Patty Erjavic, President of Pueblo Community College. And it's Thursday, so it must be a chat with the President. And a lot of positive things have taken place over the last couple of weeks. And I think it's important for us to just take a moment and reflect that in our old normal environment, tomorrow would have been graduation day. And so for many students, tomorrow is the last day of class, and congratulations, we made it. We made it through just an unprecedented crisis, and you hung in there and you did a great job. You made it through the semester. Congratulations. And for our career and technical students, guess what? On Monday, we're going to resume all of our face-to-face coursework. And so over the course of the next couple of weeks, you too will cross that finish line, and we're so excited for you. And I know that the faculty are waiting, just waiting for you to come back. So congratulations, students. By May 22nd, we will have completed the semester and gotten the majority of our students across the finish line. There are a few courses that we had to postpone, and we will be resuming them in the summer semester. But for the most part, we made it. And it's because this institution, our faculty, our staff, the administration, all of our students, we pulled together in a really tough environment. And again, students, I know it wasn't easy. Faculty, I know it wasn't easy. There were challenges. There continue to be challenges. But we have to keep it in perspective. We had challenges before the COVID crisis, and we're going to have challenges long after this situation is behind us. But we're strong, we're capable, and we're united, and there isn't anything that we can't do when we put our minds to it. Over the course of the last week, I know that there have been some questions come in, and they've been asked more than once, and so my team has asked me to talk about some of the questions that seem to keep coming up, and I'm happy to do so. The first one is many students have asked, what about fees for summer? And as I had explained before, we fully understand that the fees that were paid for the spring semester, many things weren't open. The rec center wasn't open. You paid a parking fee. There were student life fees that you really saw no benefit for. And so our way of addressing that is to offer you a credit for summer and for fall in those particular areas. In the parking, the student use fee, and the rec center fee. And so every student who was enrolled in spring semester who is continuing on with us in summer and or fall will be given a credit for those fees. And it's just a way of acknowledging that you didn't get the value that we originally promised, and hopefully this will show some good faith and compensate you a little bit. And again, the idea is that then those fees that you're saving will be available for you to take care of yourself, to help you meet your personal needs. So every student who was enrolled will be getting a credit for summer and or fall if you're enrolled. Just because it is the end of the semester, a few reminders. The virtual tutoring will end on May 8th, and it will resume again on May 26th, which is the first day of summer session. And it's a great opportunity to remind students that if you do want to take a summer class, enrollment is open, and we're eager to have you back. Also, we want to let you know that all of our pantries will be open all summer long for all of our students that are currently enrolled. We have a drive-by pickup here in Pueblo. We've been running it on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and from this week forward, it will be only on Tuesdays. That seems to have been a more heavily trafficked time. It'll be on Tuesdays from 1 to 3, but any student can call, and by appointment they can come anytime throughout the workday to pick up any food that they need. So hopefully that'll make it a little bit more convenient for you. We will have the curbside delivery on Tuesdays, but a student can call and by appointment and come to the pantry anytime on the Pueblo campus. On the Fremont campus, students can come on Tuesdays and Thursdays anytime between 8 and 3, and on the Southwest campus anytime by appointment Monday through Friday. So we want to make this convenient for you. We want to be as accessible as possible. So students, please take advantage of your Panther food pantries. We're here for you. We know that food has been a big issue, a big challenge, and so we're here to support you. Please take advantage of this resource that we have available for everyone. I also have had a little bit of feedback from students who are not comfortable or perhaps don't understand the protocol that we put in place, that if you are going to come on campus, we ask that you wear a mask. Some students don't agree with that request. I don't know. At this point, our biggest priority is to make sure that we have a safe environment for our students to come, for our employees to come. And this is one of the suggestions from the Colorado Department of Disease Control, quite frankly from the nation's disease control department, that we should all be wearing masks. So it's important that as a member of this PCC family, you help us keep the environment safe. We're asking you to reconsider if you've already made up your mind that you're not going to wear a mask, that you take into consideration it's not just about you, but it's about your colleagues, your instructors, the entire PCC family. One of the things that we don't want to do is be responsible for having an outbreak here in Pueblo on the Fremont campus in the southwest corner because we haven't been responsible and responsive to the requests that are being made to us. Now, having said that, I have what I think is some great news for everyone. As of right now, Pueblo Community College intends to open its campus on the first day of class in the fall as normal. And when I say normal, that isn't the normal that we were used to before March 13th, but in an environment where students will come on campus and attend their classes in a face-to-face environment. Recognizing that if there is an additional flare-up of the COVID pandemic, or if there's some unforeseen situation that arises, we may have to adjust and respond, but that's not our intent. Our intent is to be good citizens, to wear our masks, to make sure that we're not coming on campus if we have any symptoms, that we stay away from the campus if you've been exposed for the period of time that they're asking us to. And if all of that takes place over the summer months, then on, I think it's August 17th is the first day of class for fall, then we will be back as a PCC institution with face-to-face classes, with online classes, with distant learning, with the entire continuum of learning practices that we are accustomed to. So students, we want you to enroll. We want you to feel assured that we're going to make sure that this is a safe environment for you to come and learn. We want our employees to be assured that we're not going to be reckless in any of our decisions, and that we will continue to provide guidance that will ensure that we're all safe. So again, when I say we're going to return to a normal schedule as published, that doesn't mean a normal environment. We are going to continue to participate in the guidance and best practices. At this point, we don't know if masks are going to be required into the August months, but we are pretty sure that large gatherings are not going to be supported, at least through the end of December. Unfortunately, that means things like Celebration Walk or Fall Fest or productions of any sort probably aren't going to be happening in the fall. All of the things that really help build community, we're going to have to look for new ways to build community. We're going to have to look for new ways to support each other in an environment that is still fragile, but we're very optimistic that, again, classes will resume as scheduled on August 17th. And I hope all of you are out there doing the happy dance, because we are here. We miss you. We have missed the camaraderie and the interaction that we have enjoyed for so many years, and we're looking forward to having everyone back in a safe environment in the fall when we resume classes. So I think that's the big news that we have. Again, students, congratulations. It is graduation time. I know that the team has been working really hard on the virtual graduation ceremony. I know that we have around 320 students that have RSVP'd. That means that there's about 700 of you that haven't, but regardless, we want you to tune in on the 22nd at 6 p.m. and watch as we celebrate not just the 300 that are participating in the ceremony, but all 1,020 or whatever it is that we ended up with. Each one of you are important. Each one of you have accomplished so much. And that degree or certificate that you have earned is invaluable. It is something that is going to carry you forward into the new economy, into an economy that is going to be so important, that we have highly skilled, highly educated workers. Our economy is fragile right now, and I think we need to acknowledge that. But without smart, capable, skilled workers, we would be in so much trouble. But we're going to be fine. It's not going to look the way.
Okay. Are you back up? Is she back up? Yep. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, technical difficulty. Okay.
See, we all have technical challenges. And you know what? It's okay, right? You just deal with it and move on. So
there was a question, Patty, about they called it the COVID-19 grant fund, and how do students still apply for that money?
Oh, that's a really great question, because we cannot talk about this enough. So there is what we are calling the CARES Relief Fund for our students. And again, this is an opportunity for us to provide some financial resources to our students so that they can take care of their own personal needs while they continue to pursue their education. And so all you have to do is get on the chat and let student services know that you need to, or you would like to fill out an application and then we will have someone walk you through that application and provide as much resources as we possibly can based on your individual and unique needs. So text the chat, go on the website and access the chat that way. But we absolutely want to encourage all of our students to take advantage of the resources that are being provided through this relief fund.
So could you just reiterate what the expectations are for summer and how that's different than fall?
So traditionally in the summer, we have the majority of our classes are offered online. I think if you've been on any of our campuses during the summer, there's very few students. And so while all of our classes will be offered remote or online, there really isn't going to be that much of a change. There will not be face-to-face classes, but we will continue to offer synchronous instruction, as we have been doing for some of our courses, and then the traditional online courses are also going to be offered for the summer. We will be returning to the campus, and when I say we, the employees will be returning to the campus beginning May 26th. But colleagues, I want you to know first and foremost that it is summer, and so we encourage everyone to use flex time if that's something that fits in with your personal summer plans. We don't want to take that away from you. But having said that, you will be asked to be on campus 50% of whatever your normal schedule is. So 20 hours working from home, 20 hours working here on campus, and in that flex time type of environment. Your flex schedule should be discussed with your supervisor, and the two of you agree to what that schedule will look like, and then from there 50% at home and 50% online.
So there is some questions still about the bookstore, and wondered what the plans were in terms of rentals and and all that. Can you give any clarification what's happening with the bookstore?
Sure. So our bookstore is a retail outlet. And as you know, as of right now, the governor is saying that all retail outlets cannot open to the public, but they certainly can provide curbside service. So again, contact the bookstore, make arrangements with the staff there, and whatever your particular need is, they will address it, and under the confines of what's been set forth. And that may change next week. It's my understanding that the governor is going to come out with a new set of guidelines for additional businesses to open starting next week. So as of right now, retail outlets cannot open their doors to the general public. I'm positive that, well, I shouldn't say positive. I'm not positive about anything anymore. But I would expect that even when the bookstore that will be allowed into the bookstore at any one time will be limited, just so that, again, we can maintain that social distancing. So the bookstore is open on a limited basis under the guidelines that are currently in place and set forth by the governor.
And if people are having problems contacting them, should they just continue to try, or what is your advice?
If a student is having a problem contacting the bookstore, please chat to student services, and they will follow up and make sure that your needs are getting met. Because I do understand that there's been some challenges. We've gotten some feedback that perhaps the bookstore isn't as responsive as they should be. First of all, again, I would remind everyone to be more understanding, but that's hard. when you personally have an issue and you want your needs met. So if the bookstore does not respond at this point, please contact Student Services through a chat, and they will help you get your needs met with the bookstore.
Do you have anything, Amy?
Just one more. When can students expect to receive their diplomas?
Well, students, let me show you. I've received the first batch. So I personally sign every diploma that comes to me. And so as soon as I sign these diplomas, they'll go back over to the Student Services, and I know that they're putting a package together for you. You'll receive your diploma, you'll receive the program, and we're hoping to start getting these out to you as quickly as possible. But it's real. Here they are. Here's the first batch. So it's just a matter of what we can do as quickly and efficiently as we can, because we know that that diploma is an important milestone for all of you.
So I know you have, we're going to mention about doing Facebook Lives a little differently going forward.
Thank you.
And what should people do if they have questions in the future?
Okay, thank you. Because it is the end of the semester and things will be winding down, this will be our last Facebook Live for the interim. I would say that if a student has a question, the best way to get your questions answered is through chat, and continue to advance your questions through Student Services, and really let that team take over. They've been doing an absolutely fabulous job of keeping up with all of the student questions that you've had, but that would be my suggestion. And if you are still not getting your needs met, I think students know how to reach out to me. I've had a number of students reach out with concerns, but I should be the last resort. If you're having a challenge or a question, you have the Student Services team, and then of course you can go to your academic division and to the department chair or the dean. They all should be able to help you. And really, they are experts. They care so much. I would really encourage you to reach out to all of the folks before you feel the need to reach out to me, because really, they are the content experts, and I have to refer all of your questions back to them anyway. So that would be my suggestion. But having said that, I wanted to give a shout out. I don't know how many of our nursing students are watching or our nursing faculty, but this is actually National Nurses Week. And I think that we've seen over the course of the last couple of months how terribly important our healthcare workers are. We are so proud to be one of the predominant health nursing programs in the state. We're proud to be able to say we have more health programs at Pueblo Community College than any other community college in the state. We acknowledge how important that is to continue to fill the pipeline. So I want to give a big shout out to all of our nursing students. Thank you for hanging in there. Thank you for your obvious commitment to taking care of all of us when we're ill. Thank you to the faculty who are all in the nursing profession. Thank you for giving of your time and talents to make sure that we continue to grow that program. It's also National Teachers Week. How awesome is that? That we can celebrate all of the faculty and part-time instructors that are associated with Pueblo Community College. And I have to tell you, over the last couple of months, you have done outstanding work. You've hung in there just as much as the students have, and we know it hasn't been easy. But again, a huge shout out to all of our faculty, all of our part-time instructors. Thank you for believing in the role and mission of Pueblo Community College. Thank you for believing in our students and for giving them an opportunity to get what I know is an excellent education here at our great institution. So, Facebook Live will end for now, but I've had a lot of feedback that people appreciate this sort of communication delivery. So we're thinking that we may come back at the beginning of summer and just give students and faculty and staff an update. And depending on how you all would like to do it, if you'd like to see these Facebook Lives done periodically, let us know. Give us that feedback. We don't want to waste your time, but we also want to acknowledge the fact that this has been a pretty effective way of getting a lot of communication out to not only our students, but to our faculty and staff who all have been spread out, working from home in a remote environment themselves. So
we're getting a lot of positive remarks, Patty. A lot of positive
good,
remarks.
Good. Well, if you're game, Erin and Amy, I'm game. You know,
we're game.
We'll just put ourselves out there, and when you ask me those tough questions, I'll show you how vulnerable I am by saying I don't know. I'll get you the answer. But it is a pleasure to be able to have an opportunity to chat with you and answer your questions. Okay, so the next time we're all together is going to be on May 22nd at 6 p.m. when we celebrate our students. And this really is an opportunity for us to close the loop on the PCC promise to celebrate your successes. So I, for one, am looking forward to the celebration. And to be honest with you, I'm looking forward to August 17th when we all are back on campus as a body of people committed to teaching and learning and academic excellence. So have a great week, and congratulations on a job well done.